yeah, we're just here. We're gonna do Dragon Slayer, because this is a character I've been doing, which essentially the goal of this character is essentially kind of, other people have done this before, but kind of a get through, it is an Iron Man, but get through every quest in chronological order. So I've done pretty much everything up to Dragon Slayer at this point. One notable exception is I had to do Gunner's Ground because it replaced Romeo and Juliet. And I did not have enough quest points to actually start Dragon Slayer. And since I had some of the other replacement quests tier 2, I decided, and that one just wasn't there for some reason, I did Gunner's Ground just because it got me those Romeo and Juliet quest points I needed to even start that. But it's our last one for that. So, main thing I did was I trained a bunch of my skills, made sure I got 50 in my combat stats. It should be enough. I could see us maybe running an issue, and then at which point, okay, we're gonna go do a training montage and get level 60 weapons. And since we can also, we need to also get smithing and mining, so we can get like orichalcum weapons. But yeah, we're not doing that. We're just gonna go up there, try to get there in Rune, and just kind of get there. I'm gonna talk to the Guildmaster, and yeah, I want a quest. Yes, I want a quest, and you get a room plate body if you get it. Okay, that's fine. Normal stuff. And we got to head to Edgeville, which is not that bad. And I don't know why I walked out that door. And let's just head to Edgeville. Yeah. So I mean, classic milestone quest. And really the first like roadblock I ran into on this run. Just because it's like, yes, you do have decent combat stats to beat Elvarg. Before this, I did have to do a little bit of training before I did Vampire Slayer, because I essentially tried to do it with like no combat training whatsoever, and that didn't go very well. But now I have some combat stats, and this will be combat. This should be enough combat stats for a while, honestly. And I think the next roadblock is going to be Hero's Quest, but the main thing I'm missing there is 25 Herblore and the 53 in fishing and cooking. But I actually have the fishing and cooking at 50, so that should be that hard. So Hero's Quest actually won't be that bad. And then I really don't know what the next roadblock will be after that one. Let's talk to this friend. We're gonna be doing this with melee because we don't have tier 50 tops yet, because you can buy pretty much most of the other armor at the champion skill except for the actual tier 50 tops. Although you can how does he know I have some? You have 2 plates of rune right there. Like, oh man, we're gonna have to slay the dragon for Crandor. Right, and now we gotta head back to the Guildmaster and figure out how we're going to slay the dragon for Crandor. This is a quest that really, I'm surprised that they haven't gone back to and revisited a lot of the stuff on it, because Crandor, they say, is supposed to be like this fallen civilization that fell in recent years that rivaled Asgardian and Michelin in terms of like their economy, and they just have no footprint elsewhere in the game, and they've done a pretty good job of integrating a lot of the other early quests into the game. But it's weird that this Keystone one just hasn't been really brought into any sort of usefulness. Any plans for this Saturday? My plans for the Saturday? I'm just gonna be playing some Runescape here, and yeah. Yep, okay, so essentially a bunch of stuff happens, like the dragon attacked like in recent years, so it's like it's in living memory. Oh, cool. Alright, so we got all that. Yeah. I've played Civ 5 in ages. I've never played Civ 6. Like, I never actually got around to getting 6. Alright, let's get the easy one first. Let's get the shield. Yeah, I mean, like, probably my favorite civ is probably 4. And after that's probably 2, then 5. 3 I'm just not, like, 3 really, like, 4 was, like, very much like a successor to 3, and there's very few things that, like, 3 does better than 4. Alright, we're gonna get ahead into here, and we're gonna talk to the Duke. Because that's what you do. Actually, I've not talked to him yet. I want shield. I haven't done the, lumberage tasks, and I don't actually know. Yes, I'm sure I want to kill this dragon. Cool. Got a shield. What are you doing? Why is there a path being shown? No, I don't want to do that. Thank you very much. Right. Yeah, four's a lot of fun. Like I mean, 5 made a lot of changes to the game, and like 4 is kind of that it's that era before it. Alright, so let us get the part from Port Serum, which means we need to grab a ranged weapon. I don't actually have plenty of law runes, and I haven't gone around to getting any law runes. So we can't actually telegrab. We're going to be using the trick to essentially... We're going to fool the we're going to be using area loot to essentially fool it, which is like a excuse me. Sorry about that. Because before, you had to essentially usually either telegraph this or just like pay him a bunch of money. And I mean, 10,000 isn't that much nowadays, but I mean, it's a non-zero amount of money. So we want to kill him while he's nearby, and he's dropped several map parts, which isn't what we want. So we're going to drop our anti-dragon shield, we're going to take our anti-dragon shield, and oh, because we had the, it kept dying from the ongoing thing. We're just going to take the map part from the ground and also pick up our anti-dragon shield again, and say, hey, that's what we wanted. And we can switch to you again. And yeah, so that's map part number 3. And next part is we gotta go to the Oracle, so let's head to Edgeville. I guess we didn't need to teleport there. I took the lodestone last time. I don't know why, because the only task that I've done is Wilderness 1, just so you can get the I'm gonna put you straight here. My miscellaneous. Actually, you should be like probably like the end. I'm still getting used to, like, I need to set up all like my placeholders and stuff, because it's like doing with placeholders is not something I've done before. Because it's very new. So Unfireable, Mind Bomb, Great Fix Cage, and Silk. I don't need these placeholders. Yeah. Now you can turn them off, but I'm not really in a good, flow of using the new bank interface quite yet. Hey, Zloth. How's it going? Gotta find the Oracle. Who's up here? Oh, yeah. Cool. I got some wisdom, and now we gotta unlock a magic door. Yeah. These like Dragon Slayer are like the quest leading up to it is, as long as you like get the pieces ahead of time, isn't like that hard. And I think like also just like a lot of the difficulty, I think like back in the day was just like getting around, because you have to move over long distances, and normally you're not doing this quest when you have access to like magic teleportation, and obviously lodestones helps a lot. Honestly, like more than almost anything else, that's the reason I think one of the reasons I just can't get into OSRS is it's just so long to get anywhere. It's it's the early game, just so much of it is just walking from place to place, and I'm just like, And then granted, that part of that is just the mentality of like, oh, I don't need to, I can essentially like getting the mode of like, okay, let's do everything in Falador while I'm here. Cool. And now we just gotta go to Messler's Maze, which we're gonna want to have some equipment, but we'll just equip at the clan camp and have from there. But yeah, no, the what was I saying before that? But essentially, you kind of just it's the like, okay, I will do everything I need to, especially when questing stuff. Where it's like R3, it's like, okay, I do one thing at a time, and I don't need to like multitask and do things like that, because it's like, okay, I'll just like, I went to Edgeville because I needed to go to Edgeville for this quest, and I didn't do anything else because I had other things to do in Edgeville. And I know you get past that eventually, because it's like, obviously you get access to like teleport spells and teleport jewelry and stuff like that, but it takes a while to get there. And the path to that point is a bit of a bother for me. Speaking of there, so we just need our maze key. Actually, let us just actually withdraw my entire melee reset. Don't actually need you, do need you. And it probably wouldn't hurt to grab a bit of food. I did get up to 50 cooking and fishing, just so I could get some lobsters for the actual Elvarg fight. That said, I'm not likely going to be using them. I'm not going to be using them frivolously for things like this. Alright, so we need to... One of these rats will have a key. Yep, there you are. There's the key. And now we need to use it on the northwest door. Yep. I'm definitely not looking at the wiki right now. Why would I do that? That'd be dumb. I'm thinking also once we do Dragon Slayer, I'll probably just go off and start working on the next ones. The Thin Hooded Ghost. Hard to tell which one is which, so let's just start murdering ghosts. Slayer task right now. Oh, grotworms. Yeah, it's not bad. Up there you are. The second from the north on the eastern wall. Okay, this one. Skeleton with a small round shield. Cool. And grab that key. And head in the southwest door. And climb down to see zombies. Huzzah! I'm also getting better about putting stuff up on YouTube, so you'll actually be able to like watch some of this. I mean, this will obviously be up, but things like I'm finally putting up the Factorio stuff on here and stuff like that. Might go through that, kill Meslar. Honestly, like, back in the day, the Lesser Demon was almost as much of a fight as Elvarg itself. That said, with some of the rebounds of EOC, the Lesser Demons are a lot less scary, even though we're fighting against its combat style. Also, we're a bit overleveled for it. Sure. Right, and we'll go in here, and we'll grab your map piece. Nope, got it. Remember, I have done it where I've like done that, clicked away, and then just left the maze, and had to do it again. Yeah, didn't even need the food. Okay, that was trivial. I might have overleveled a tad bit, but you know what? What do you do? next up is we gotta go... fight a dragon. I mean, well, first we need a boat, obviously. Can't fight a dragon without a boat, which is decidedly not true. Yeah, you can go into my quest items. And we need all the map pieces. We'll make a map. Oops. Switch out my thing. And we need a bunch of nails and planks. Cool. And now we just gotta go to Port Sarum and buy a boat. I had to run all the way to the actual, like, Varrock sawmill to make these planks, because now the Taverley one's gone. I'm just like, that's actually really brutal with that, the Taverley cleanup. Like, removing the sawmill is real brutal for Iron Man. Because it's like, normal accounts, who cares? We'll just buy our planks or just find some other portable sawmill. But for Iron Man, like, that is brutal. Because it's like, we don't have access to plank make or the invention machine. It's just like, yep, gotta do that. Where am I going? I do appreciate like how doing it in order really like gives you that appreciation. Like I'm not doing like the like of like okay, a sense of progression of where things are taking place. Yes, I'd like to buy her. Thank you. Yep, that sounds good. Sounds good. All right. And now I got to just prepare the ship. And we got a Titan dead. So off to Draenor. And let's get a captain. And then let's go kill Ovarg. Hopefully. Hopefully. Goodness, I hope so much. Please, please let this not be a complete disaster. No. Hey. Yeah, I'm enjoying getting back into it. Good evening to you as well. It's more late afternoon here still. Sup, wanna go to Crandor? Cool, let's get all equipped up and get ready to go. Alright, so let's just grab my melee reset and... Okay, I don't need the shield. I just actually have the shield. Well, I have the shield in here because it's like, I don't quite have Rejuvenate yet, but I'm close to having Rejuvenate, then I might as well just keep it on the preset. We need our anti-dragon shield. Let's decant these because I'll just decant them lazily. And not do a full decant. For attack potion and strength potion. I don't have any defense potions because I haven't been training that much herb. Thing is, I did most of my combat training in Shadow World, so I didn't actually get like stuff for it. And like I've never gotten any drops really. So I'm kind of like a bit light on the stuff front, even though I'm like in 50 combat stats. Because it's like, I wanted to get like 10 plus all, like to get that 10 plus all cape, because I think the milestone capes look great. But I didn't actually have the charms for 10 summoning. And I can't do Wolf Whistle, which gives you like 300 charms to like get up to that early summon level, because I'm doing them in order. And again, I don't want to go to Kromja. I want to go to that place. Crandor. That place is this, like... This is supposed to be as economically important as this and this. And it's just like... I mean, granted, like, the whole, inner sea here is just so weird and cramped. Like, all of Karamja honestly needs an overhaul. Like, honestly, I would adore, like, none of, like, the layout of RuneScape makes any sense, and, like, that's okay, but it's just, like, some things are just, like, they should be, it's way too big of a project, but I would love for things to just get, like, let's also just, like, turn off everything, to just get everything spread out, like, okay, let's make Karamja a bit further to the south, and, like, at Epitol and things like that, like, and spread them out here, like, does the Lost Grove, Soul Wars, and Pest Control need to be on the main map? Because it's like there are these weird big land masses that look far more important than they really should be. And like a lot of these places could just be spread out a lot more. Because like getting from place to place isn't an issue, but it's just like everything is so cramped. That it makes, it's also weird when like, now that these like city overhauls are good, like Port Serum looks awesome, but it's also just, it makes the distance between Port Serum and Valador seem so immensely tiny. Like back when like all the buildings were a lot smaller, even if the buildings weren't like quite to scale, it wasn't as much of an issue. But that said, like the amount of resources to do something like that would just be way too much and too big of a, that it wouldn't, it doesn't, at the end of the day, like, unless it was part of like a comprehensive overhaul to like Karamja and things like that, like it would not like be like camping. Like when you play RuneScape, because at least someone to crash for the yeah, I mean like honestly it's like yeah, there's been some questionable stuff, but it's like, generally, Jagex has been perfectly, I think, reasonable in, like, their microtransactions. I love how they just have not updated this cutscene whatsoever. Except for, like, Elvar's model. Oh no, we're getting attacked by a skeleton. But yeah, like, I'm honestly surprised they haven't updated this, like, Durandor. It's like, it's so pitiful. You know, like there's some stuff that like they've added some lore, like okay, Crandor's wealth and why its economic components was from its like rune mines, that they've added some stuff like that, but it's like this is an island, and the fact that it has this underground passage to Karamja just makes no sense, because it's supposed to be like continents, like separate like islands, like not within a cave walking distance. It's Elvarg. Alright, cool. Okay, let's also turn off auto protect. Alright, I am just gonna run here and grab this tunnel. So because I think you need to open it from this side first before you can actually like get through it. And getting to these lesser demons would be nice because this is like the best early game lesser demon location. Also it's an achievement. Yeah, it's like, what is this place? Like, and like, it was also like, it's not like some ancient place. It was burned recently, like, within like, okay, I don't know why I was worried about this. I am very overleveled for this. It's like, oh no, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I don't know if I'll have enough food. I think I tried to do it like on like one of my last Ironman on like, not Ironman, I think I did it on like Sleepy Lily at like level like, I tried to do it with like Adamant and that did not go well. Okay, this has been completely trivial. Yeah. Within Wizard, the Mad One, it's yeah within the Wizard's lifetime, and also within the lifetime of what's it called, the Duke. Like the Duke was a child when it happened. The Duke of Lumbridge. Right now we can just head back to Edgeville. I know there's a Dragon Slayer 2 in OSRS, but I need to read up on like the lore for that, but I don't actually know if it actually has anything to do with Crandor. Yes, we have slain the Dragon of Crandor. Huzzah! Hey, thanks for the follow. And I believe you are follower number 600. Alright, cool. I will honestly probably just turn this into burial armor, because I don't really need it. Alrighty, cool. So we have killed Elvarg. That was significantly faster than I expected. It's significantly easier. I didn't even need the lobsters. Alright, we'll just put you back. I'll just put you in here. Let's grab these lamps. Woo! The first time I did it, I died because it was pre-EOC and I tried to, like, range it. No, and I tried to mage it. Like, pre-OC, EOC mage, like, came in with, like, and it was like, ooh, fun fact, you take a lot of damage when you're not wearing armor. And then that was, like, pre-OC days where it's like, you're running magic, you have no armor. Alrighty, so next up we have, starting with the 2002 quests, and, this one actually is like an overhaul. There's some of the ones that have just completely like overhauled. But we have a druidic ritual. And like all these ones, yes, I am absolutely just using the wiki guide because honestly, I've done them so many times that I don't. Yeah. So we need a vial and yeah. Alright, let's grab my general bank standing outfit. And so it's kind of essentially I have like one for like whatever my active skilling thing is, then melee ranged magic, and then like whatever my normal outfit is. Oh yeah, no, like I think like EOC overall I think was a net positive for the game. And I think EOC at launch was a bit rocky. Like, I think EOC would have been received a lot better if Revolution was available at launch. Because it's like pre-Revolution, like EOC was like intolerably annoying. Okay, so we'll just get one if we don't have enough droids. So let us head to Taverley. It is weird kind of having these like really like overhaul done quests because it's like these very modern quest design. Like in this era would be sandwiched between like these very like old style quests. Ooh, excuse me. Obviously, I'd imagine this would be in like more of the 2003, 2004, 2005 range when there really aren't those like replacements. And it is just kind of the old style of quests. And we needed a file, and we could buy one right here. Thank you. No, not Sanfu. Oh, no, it's the one near the Druid Circle. But yeah, no, between the magic armor and just like both the abilities don't use runes and also combat spells like non-ancient magics only require elemental runes. Like the price issue with like just like the fact that like just normal like fighting of magic like pre-OC was like so expensive. Like the Polypore staff was this game changer for magic because it's like all of a sudden you could just train magic with essentially just fire runes. And I was just like, oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, honestly, I think the mining and smithing rework works really well.
In Tavern, the troll, the potion. Once he, I would ask.
Oh, gotta get Gothic's blessing.
Excellent.
Alright, now I gotta say and talk to Sanfu. No. Do, 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 do.
What can I do for you, young?
Also, I do appreciate how gloriously terrible the voice acting is in this game.
I've got a list now.
Like, I do appreciate it that, like, it does seem like it is literally just the developers doing voices for the characters and not, like, actors for the most part. And, like, you know what? I really appreciate that. Did we actually get the progression that we needed? Okay, so yeah, we did. Alright, and I gotta go. Oh, all the way south. Where? Gotta go get some water. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And now we gotta go. Out. This is just one where it's like, yeah, it's not that big. Next one after this is Lost City, which is like, okay, that actually is a quest that will require some prep and actually some work, because it's like, actually Lost City will be interesting because, I don't really have any crafting. I'll probably just like have to bring runes and like what, can I actually make any wands or anything? Yeah, I can. Can I make a tier 2 wand? Do. No, I don't actually, I can't even make impide, so I have to make a wizard wand, which is, I believe, just cloth? And grab some of you, and we just head back, and, do that. But yeah, no, there's not much to say. Like, this is essentially, it's a very much like a filler quest. Like, this, like, quest was like, oh, like, this is the introduction to, Herblore, originally. And, like, you needed to kind of, like, unlock Herblore.
Lord of balance, in the name of all.
I'll have you know that, like, over time, I've become honestly kind of anti-Gothics. I feel like Gothics didn't do the right thing, and, it's he tried to do some stuff, and, like, I think his goals were admirable, but just, like, he did not have the execution, and it ended up causing more problems than he solved. Alright, cool. Some stuff that we don't care about. I mean, I'll always take Herblore XP, because it's Herblore XP, and this is an Iron Man, so it's useful. So next up is Lost City. Alright, so we need to get some runes and the ability to make that, because it's like our fletching is terrible and we're not gonna make a bow. We could, but I don't really want to. Oh, requirements. Okay, there is actually a requirement of 31 crafting and 36 woodcutting. I do not have the requirements for this. Huh. Okay, so we're gonna have to take a detour and actually get the requirements for this. I'm probably gonna do this in engineering, because it's the best way to crafting in this game. Alright, so, detour of, should also probably change the stream description now that, I actually haven't done engineering, but I've been to the peninsula to just grab the ring, because when I was doing you kind of end around that point when we're doing the wilderness tasks, and I was like, I might as well be here and grab the ring. Okay, is there a way to, like, stop this? Like, I don't want, stop putting tasks automatically. We don't actually need you. Let's pause all you. Let's open you. Form party. Let's get these guys out of the way. Yeah, just go to this dialogue. I'm just like, I get what they're trying to do with the singular heroes, but wow, are they uninteresting people. Yes, I just entered a dungeon. I know what I'm doing, fun fact. Cool. I'm probably just going to do this with mage, because, well, they're probably not with that mage stuff, because that mage stuff's bad. That's about as good of arrows I'm going to get. Come on. Select spells. Air blast, go. Alright, gotta get. Yes, you did miss Dragon Slayer, although this whole recording will be up on YouTube. Dragon Slayer was a lot easier than I could remember. I think I'm a bit over leveled for it. I think I overdid it. But now we're working on grinding for what's that quest? Lost City. Also, let's update. Alright, we just gotta get through these first few, we gotta get through these first few dungeons before we can actually start, like, actually doing crafting and engineering. Essentially, we gotta get to the point where they allow us to make armor. Oh yeah, no, Dragon Slayer. In Dragon Slayer, like, I think I'm just like over leveled. Like, I have 50s on all my stats. Like, I went there with like already suited out with full rune. Like, I was just like a bit like over prepared for it. Also, like, the floatstones makes it a lot faster, which is not bad. And like, if you don't know what you're doing, if you're not as intimately familiar with the game, it is a lot bigger of an achievement. And like, that's where it should. That's like the ideal place of like where like these like big quests should be. I have not actually activated on this character yet. Then it used to be a prerequisite for rune plate bodies, and now it's just a prerequisite to wear to buy tier 50 armor. Which is important, just like notable for Ironman, for like getting like your mystic tops. Like getting rune plate bodies isn't as bad because you can just make them now about like at level 50 smithing. Oh my goodness, I never thought we'd ever beat this. Cool. Yes, and don't ask me again. Yep. Sweet. Okay, air staff, I will bind you. That sounds good. Right, bind setup. Yes, it should take you. I only have one bound weapon right now, right? Or, yeah, milestones. Yeah, 2 at level 20, I get my second bound thing. I was going to say by chopping down these trees now, but I don't want to, because I'm lazy. But the real reason is, I don't want to bother with it because I can't turn into crafting XP right now. I don't need to kill stuff here, I just need to grab the key. I actually don't mind dungeoneering. It's just like I'll overdo it on dungeoneering, but I actually don't mind dungeoneering like that much. Come on. Man, I can't wait till I have a second bind. And also, let's just bind this bow while we're here. Although typically I find I typically default to shield bows, because it's like I like mage as my main style in engineering, and then I have a range offhand, essentially to be my, also we should put that on our bar, for, also we don't really need, change that up, or honestly friends either. I typically use, having the shield bow to as my to count as a shield for rejuvenate, just because like having that extra HP buffer is real nice. So sorry for the people doing yard work. They've been at this all day. Like it's been hours of them working this, and I kept like waiting on them, and be like, "Hey, are you gonna be done so I can go stream?" Nope, still at it. And that's after all this week, the people across the street. So now we can't actually, no, we still can't build armor. We have to build weapons in this version, which is not really what I want. So next floor, I think we can start actually train crafting. Nope, don't have kill stuff here. Nope, didn't grab that. Didn't grab that. Come on. I believe I don't get group gate senses until like tier 6. Really, I just gonna sit down and like do a ton of Hey there, Morpheus. How's it going? I just gotta do a ton of dungeoneering to get all my like Slayer quality of life items. Come on, let's die already. Lock it and where's my chat window? Chat box over here. You should be like closer, like over here. Oh, I miss my curses already. Honestly, if not just for the power of it, just the ability to just like have you like, okay, curse, 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 and just like not care about most of my bar. Sweet. Cool. Wait, so we can actually start making armor now, so I'm actually gonna take it a bit more slow. And, we need to grab, what's the word for it? Feathers. Because unfortunately, I don't have the featherless fly fishing yet. Hey, Cody, how's it going? Fishing and that other one. Fishing and mining would be our main sources of resources for the most part, just because we have the best. So it's like I'm not even gonna bother with south metals. Like I'll do woodcutting because we need woodcutting XP literally for this requirement. But just because it's the higher tier that actually we care about. Take your coins and go. Yeah, and I mean like I still like engineering. Like it's right that's tier 40. No, yeah, it's level 40 more, but you know, I'll still take it. Man, oh, having a resources stack is so nice. Yeah. I mean, upgrading, like having a PC break is always a bummer, but like a fresh computer is always such a nice feeling. Like my current one isn't like fresh. Also, why am I so dark? Like that's properties. Configure video. There we go. I don't have my main lights on because it's unnecessary and very bright. Come on, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to grab loot, thank you. I should probably move like the loot menu to like over here. Yep, grab you. And we need to kill all of you. Also, we should really pull all of you. Can you adjust the location of that, but go better. I'm killing this because I want to hit that Tingle But probably will turn this back into better pickaxe and stuff unless I find some, what's the ore at this level? Zephyrium. Yeah, I might just wait till I have Zephyrium. Yeah, I don't really care about the rest of you. And we'll grab this Tingle because we need woodcutting XP. Woo! 17 woodcutting! Huzzah! I know you all are super jealous of my woodcutting prowess. That is beyond my woodcutting abilities. Is that a good do? No, that's something. So that is fish. I can grab. Yeah, like unfortunately we don't have gatestone for this floor, so we won't be able to do that. Also, unfortunately, we don't have main tasks. We don't get free law runes at the beginning. Oh, I miss all my dungeoneering quality of life things. Essentially, we'll do this until our crafting's up, and then we'll probably just train woodcutting in the overworld. Not overworld, service. Normal RuneScape. Normal training. You know, that place where you get woodcutting XP. Alright, you can die already. I hate illuminating some ice fang. I did this first because it's better than I like to just like have the food because it's like I'll probably just sell all the food and drop the inventory. It is unfortunate that we don't have a gatestone, but what do you do? Honestly, when I'm like at not low levels, I don't even care about the ice spikes and I just tank it. I love that rejuvenate's automatic now. It's so beautiful. Not rejuvenation, regenerate. Rejuvenate's different. That's that one. It is not automatic. Not that I want it to be. That'd be kind of dumb if it was automatic. Let's go home. I'll grab that one out on my way out. I can't. Oh, I can't teleport and limit the items for there. And we will sell our entire inventory. I think I just dropped the feathers, but that's okay because feathers not worth that much. Cool. And we're going to just buy a whole bunch of thread and the rest and pair of mace hide. And we're going to be like, hey, we want to make proto bodies, please. And this is the best way, honestly, until like you get to Prift to train crafting, unfortunately, for Iron Man. Oh wow, we got so much stuff we can make now. That was from one inventory of this. And we need 31. Wow. So many quests we could do now. Alright, and now we're gonna head back. Yeah, you can sell those while we buy one more, make one more, but I don't really care. Yeah. Alright, so theoretically I believe that with this we'll be able to make full spider silk. I don't actually know where we can get spider silk because I normally would get it at the Lumbridge Catacombs. We don't actually have access to the Lumbridge Catacombs. Because with what? Yeah, spider. We'll have enough for Spider 1 and Spider book, but I'll have to figure out. I'll have to look up. Actually, let's do that right now. I mean, alternatively, we could just do Impide, I think. So spider... Oh, that was loud. Why are you so loud? Oh, you're just dropped by giant spiders. Okay, that's not bad at all. Okay. That's not an issue. Okay, cool. Oh dang, yeah, no, I haven't had a chance actually to play Chilling with like I haven't actually built my Chilling Humans deck. I'm actually waiting for like the next batch of the Brawl Pecan to come out. So Chilling isn't as stupid expensive. I hope we still have an enemy here. I'm used to seeing these guys and like having a Shadow Silk hood where it's like, yeah, it's just a guy. Who cares? You're dead now. Wait, no, this doesn't actually need me. No, is that Tingle Bomb? That's Grave Creeper. That is like the opposite of what we need. A Novite, or I don't care about it. Well, grab this chest though. Not that I have any decent amount of thieving, but I don't think I should kill anyone. Nope, stop killing. You have Ingallo, which is much, oh yeah, it's way too high. Hey there! Welcome, welcome. Okay, there's the boss room. Let's just clear this out real quick. And we'll drop the gatestone here. Not gonna lie, we're only clearing this out now because I accidentally clicked into it. It's probably honestly better that we kill it now anyway. Nope, 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 nope. That's not how you do it, Lily. Do, 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 do. Just gonna get that. Oh, I didn't even look at these requirements. Like, I looked at, like, the hero quest requirements, because it's like, I remember, like, that having a requirement. I never really think about Lost City for requirements. I also just have not done that much skilling. Like, I normally, like, am a lot better about keeping, like, all of my skills, like, kind of, like, even and things like that. And I just haven't done that on this character. How's your day going? Let's just head back. Yeah, it's too complex to unlock one combat. Let's get out of the combat. Cool. You still think I'm in combat? Nope. Fun fact, I'm not in combat. Thank you. So yellow crescent is right there. Let's grab this little chest. Sleeping elm. Oh, I think we can actually grab sleeping elm, so let's kill this. I'm doing alright, kinda hurt. It's not a great pain day, but we're doing okay. I'm just keeping myself distracted, and that's what matters. Come on, die. Oh, and short somebody else. Oh, I missed all the resources in this room. I don't have any feathers. I forgot to grab. I'm still in, like, pre-mode, whereas just like, oh yeah, I don't need to grab, like, resources or anything. Like, I don't need feathers. I have featherless fly fishing ability perk unlocked, obviously. That's in Gallo. There's a not value. Okay, don't care about anything in there. Also don't need you. Ooh, 18 wood cutting. Okay, and let's find. I locked dress my one. Okay, let's do. This might be a that's a locked chest. Although they're a lot less, they're a lot worse than what I'm used to, because it's like I'm used to like actually having a nuts thieving level, because it's like actually like nowadays like 21 crafting, I can't do that. Let's just build everything. I normally go for thieving first, as like getting just rushing 90 thieving, because with safe cracking it's nuts. And with that, like, it's to get ports started, but now there's actually not really a good way to this isn't going to be as good of a to do crafting run. But since I can't actually access safe cracking or even like Minifos to get like something Minifos training, thieving is gonna be a lot harder for me. Right, 24 crafting, we need 31. And we could build more, but I mean, like, this is just such a low run. Let's grab the Mysterious Chronicle. Yeah, I don't actually know if you have to read it to unlock it, or if you can just pick it up. Sweet. Yeah, sure, let's just take everything. Could stand to get my fletching up to make myself like a better staff. Blood spindle. I don't remember the low tiers. Blood spindle I don't think is within my grasp. I need like wood to kill him. Yeah, I don't have any. We'll have to run by him and grab some wood. This puzzle. Watch me definitely get this all together. I'm bad at these. No. Let's, do that. And that. Honestly, I get to the point where it's like, okay, do I have to flip 3? I think I actually do this to flip 2. That'll be good. And we'll just force 2. And I've seen worse. And there actually is not anything in this room. I did not need to kill that guy. But did have blue charm, and that's very good. Ooh. But Fury Spy Beam. I cannot actually set something on fire, so I can't use that to melt. Oh, is there a tree there? Yeah, Ting Wong. Okay, so we'll run back. We can melt that guy, and be fine with it. And unlock sagas. Now then, like, are sagas technically mini quests? I don't think they're technically listed in the mini quests, so I think I can do them whenever. Because I'm counting mini quests when it comes to what I'm allowed to, like, when it comes to what counts as in order. I would like to light a fire next one. I can't light a fire here. Well, have it right here. I can't light a fire there either. Yeah, just go to the surface. Let's recover this memory. And yeah, cool. Wait, or ooh, Zeph I do care about. Let's just grab some Zeph before they spot us, and then like go make some Zeph tools. You. 61 strength. That is not happening. Right, so let's just kill this guy and then head back up to the other end. I forgot to get feathers again. I'm real bad at this. Alright. Just grab this. I don't know. There's not much like I don't know. There's one of the reasons I don't really stream that much RuneScape, especially on like leveling and stuff, because it's like there's not that much to say. Like I really need to like figure like it's like some music and stuff, and just kind of like have it just be more like a chilled like hey let's just like hang out and stuff like that. But I don't really have that set up. I wasn't actually expecting to have to do some grinding requirements, because, like, I think I'm still here, like, we'll have, like, all the requirements until, like, Heroes Quest is done. But, I'll just drop you here, and we'll go home. I can teleport out of this room and, like, luminescent ice veins. Grab a smidgen of crafting XP, which is really the only reason we're here. It is technically more XP for GP to be like make by the making magic tops, but it requires you to refine it by spending it, and it's just like I don't think it's worth the extra time. Oh hey, a whole bunch of stuff. Crafting has a lot of reasons. Honestly, crafting and fletching I think desperately need overhauls more so than like mining and smithing did, because it's crafting has this really weird identity problem where so many things are just labeled as crafting. Like crafting, I think it's just like a bad design, like of a skill in general. It's just because like it's so broad, anything like could be considered to be crafting. One thing that like I think I would really like to see, gotta give feathers. One thing I would love to see would be something along the lines of like, okay, crafting is for armor and like miscellaneous stuff, and fletching into weapons and making like all like the magic stuff and stuff, like move the magic weapon stuff more into fletching, kind of like how Dungeoneering does it. And kind of like, okay, like yeah, smithing is the like kind of like having the difference of like, okay, smithing is all about making armor and weapons both for melee, whereas crafting is all about making magic and ranged armor. Well, fletching is both is those both, but for that. But then you can run the issue where like some magic armor and stuff like they had made under rune crafting, which is like there's just some weird things that like the balance of like where things are spread to actually do like a proper thing. Because like the thing is just like in for like especially for like Iron Man, it's very pronounced like what access you do now. Like Iron Man have such better access to like decent melee gear than like overranged and stuff that like a overall would like just not as much needed, because you still can get into it, but just to make like that mid game feel a lot more balanced. And we're grabbing feather too, yeah. I've played a smidgen of Terraria, but not that much. Is this actually was web snippers? I don't actually know that. I mean, the thing is like so much of like Runescape design is like it's especially modern design. It's just kind of like trying to make a lot of the early designs, which were not made with a whole lot of foresight, work. And honestly, there are a few games that have done what RuneScape does without like just like a complete reboot. Is that a one? Actually, that was a tree that we cared about, so I'm gonna clear out that room. Let's just kill these guys. might be a few more floors, I think, until we actually, like, properly have the 31 crafting. No blue charms. Like, I think, like, at this level, like, with, like, the level of, like, resources that we're grabbing here, it's, blue charms is really the most of, like, the stuff. Like, sure, some of the 50 to 50 materials from, like, mining and stuff is, like, useful, but, like, it's all about those blue charms. Let us out, 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 let us out. There we go. Okay, so we'll grab up through there. Poke our head in this room. Alright, cool. And we'll grab anything that's like over a stack of 58 should just drop because I don't want to bother with it. Alright, that was not a great load. But you take what you can. Why can't I craft it? Oh, because I just bought a ton of feathers, not... Not string. That's my bad. Woo! That's another crack in the wall. Right. Not too far away. Oh, no, grab that chronicle. Oh, I missed the chronicle. Oh well. I don't actually know if it might automatically get done, and honestly, I'm also so far from needing all the chronicles, and I'll be on this floor again. Nope, that's one to grab you. Just grab feathers. Come on, feathers. Give me feathers. Thank you. Get me through. Come on, come on, go through. Go through the door. Thank you. There's something actually in here that I care about, right? Okay, Ukutu's beyond me. Yep. Sweet. Okay, so let's go. Arginate is way above me. Yep, nothing else. Oh, this is card drawer. actually have that key. Oh, I did not mean to go in the boss room, but I guess we're in the boss room. I like Seekers. I think Seekers are cool. I like the I don't know. I mean, I'm a classical D&D fan. I see a beholder. I appreciate beholders. Oh, that's a thing alone. This room has stuff to mine and stuff, so it's that Fractite, Tanguam, or Tanguam, and Mystery Shape. You know, these annoying things that do so much damage. Ugh. I don't have Soul Split anymore, so they're like effectively infinite life in dungeons. Oh, I was not done. I was just dropping out of combat. Got 50 thieving? Nope, don't have that. I do. I'm kind of bad at it, but yeah, I do. And welcome, thanks for the follow, I appreciate it. Crash and I don't really care about. Corpse Thorn I don't care about. And yeah, I don't care about anything there. Alright, so let's head back to up here. We'll head through there and head up here and give it a spin. We go back and craft. And this isn't looking like another, this is looking like another like very medium run in terms of money. But what do you do? And nothing in there. Actually, I do care about the short fundamentals. That actually is some decent money that we can sell for crafting XP. Because we don't need to. Oh yeah. How's it been? I haven't been in Sal's in a while, just because, I don't know. Not to name names, but there's people I don't like who are regulars in Sal's, and I'm like, I don't need to deal with them right now. No, okay. Let's kill those. Let's get that up. But no, haven't been. This is a brand new character I made it like last week. But it is kind of doing the kind of like, let's do everything in order. Yeah. Honestly, I'm so out of touch with the actual like RS3 communities. I don't really know. It's. I follow Preslek on Twitter, and that's about it. That's the extent of my community engagement in Runescape. I finally have subscribed from r/Runescape because I'm like, I cannot deal with this anymore. Yeah. I have my community on here. I have a tiny little guild, which is like just like a few people from like the channel Discord and a few of my friend group. But it's mostly just as a, okay, so now we just gotta go, let's go turn all this into crafting XP. Another not great run, but you know, what do? You make some proto leather bodies, that's what you do. Alright, 2 levels to go. Cool. Alright. Okay, if we have a good next floor, we'll be good. Huzzah, we got a bunch of stuff. Oh, I missed my engineering quality of life stuff. Let's grab some feathers, and let's go. Do I actually care about you? No, I don't. And your tingle bomb. You know, we're just getting the requirements for the next quest here, which is Lost City. And I completely forgot that it actually has stat requirements. I thought it was like, yeah, I just gotta be good enough to do the fight, and that's enough. That's all that Lost City requires, obviously. But no, you have to have the stuff to chop the tree and like make the staff, which makes sense. Yes. Just completed Dragon Slayer earlier on stream, and now head into 2002. Oh, I'm gonna miss Minifos. I don't get Minifos till so late. I don't get Minifos till after Prif, which is just like, I don't get like safe cracking. Thieving training is gonna be the worst because it's like all the good good modern thieving methods are locked behind modern quests. Cause it's like the Thieves Guild quest isn't till like, what is it? Like that's like, what is that, like 2015? No, it's earlier than that. It's, I don't know, it's late. It is quite late when actually that's added. And you need that for like, I'll just kill this clown real quick. Yeah, no, I'm finding it neat because it's kind of like the like progression of like where you're going in the world and like actually kind of like reliving like what areas they like were actually being used. Because it's like the only reason I've actually like traveled out to Craneland and stuff was to work on like to get like access to mines from like the mining rework. Because like I haven't actually had any good reason to like leave like kind of like Asgardian Michelin. These are the ones I care about, right? Yeah. Do I care about you? Yeah, I care about you. Gotta love training crafting for Iron Man. Oh. Wait, was that mine that I care? Was that a mining node that? No, it's not. I don't care about you. I only care about the tier 1 for wood cutting because I need the XP. Don't actually need the mining XP. Mining XP is not hard to come by. Sleeping Elm, that is... I can actually mine that. There's another resource I can see. And we'll... No, let's take everything. Mysterious Shades, my old friend. Let's just grab you. Where are you? Right, and this is all there's in this place. Hey, that's from you woodcutting. Huzzah! You know, takes some quite high-end expertise to get 22 woodcutting. Wait, that is not a guard door. There's nothing I care about in here. 73 smithing? Yeah, nope, that's not me. And there doesn't appear to be anything in that I really care about at first glance. And also nothing at first glance in there that I care about. Hi. Right, that is boss. Let's just do everything else before we do that. Got kind of like luminescent lights thing, like half of the floors. I'm just like, oh, I hate luminescent ice thing. Like even like actually right now Steve. Oh, we can grab 2 binds now. I should get the bow. In case we get like an ST frost web. Okay, this one. Alrighty, nighty. Sleep well. I'm bad at these. Alright, that's that. Oh. This one is just, I think it's just hilarious. Okay. This one is just hilariously easy. Okay. That's fine by me. A lot. Yeah, alright, cool. Okay, cool. And nothing I really care about. You can't sell the divination stuff, so it's like there's no point in gathering it for this purpose. Nope, nope, too far. Too many clicks. Let's go Ice Fiend. Actually, there's something to be said for actually like doing the second, because we're not coming into this with any food. So it's like there's no point. Like it's like normally I just wait to the boss first, so I can just like empty my whole inventory, not deal with food at all, and just not have it be an issue. But because we don't actually have any food, and no, we're not gonna have any life very soon. This staff looks like the icon, just looks like the icon for Oblivion, right? Like that's what that is. Come on. There you go. Okay, let's go get some crafting XP. Oh yeah, once we're out of combat, because this one is weird and doesn't like do that. I missed the fast teleport in Dungeoneering already. Alright, cool. Let's, well, first I'll just drop you, because don't need my inventory. Bye, and bye. I've seen better. I've seen worse. It's one of those things where it's like, unless I need to craft, like, I'll probably wait till, like, I have, like, much better, like, mining and fishing and stuff before actually, like, going high on crafting, because it's the higher your gathering skills, the higher level nodes you find, and therefore the higher level stuff you can sell back, and, get more crafting XP per run, and it's a bit more efficient. Like, right now it's just, like, not super efficient. Woo, that's 30! Huzzah, we got a bunch of stuff here. Oh, we're so close. Okay, one more floor and we'll be good. Yeah, we could scrounge up stuff, but it's like, it's one more floor. We need the Dungeoneering XP anyway. It's not the end of the world. Yay, 24 to train. Also, let's go to bind setup and let us set both these as our binds. So we actually have an offhand weapon. Not offhand, but weapon swap. You are Ghost Room. Okay, there's only 3 ghosts. Nope, not that one. That one. Now we'll do this one. I love the just like so corny like ghost sail like noises in this. It's just like, oh, they're so bad and I love them. Forgot feathers. Let's do that now before we forget. Cigar jar? Yeah, it is. Oh yeah, so prime spooky noises. Welcome to my spooky Halloween stream. Try not to get too scared with my spooky RuneScape ghost sounds. Fishing. Also, like, oh, Minifoss, we're not gonna have Minifoss fishing for, like, mid-level fishing either. And notably mid-level food, because, like, Desert Souls, like, was, like, Beltfish and stuff was, like, my staple food, in a lot of my playthroughs. Okay, there's no resources in here, really. Alright, let's head back. Let's just say I did not really fully contemplate the implications of this playthrough when I designed it. Ooh, nope, go on. Wow, Mysterious Shades are my favorite. They definitely don't just drain all. Why would you run over there? That's not what I told you to do. Do. 55 prayer? Nope. Nope. Very far from that. Got a lot of enemy forest dailies to do before we get that. Speaking of dailies, I need to check my Dino Island resources. Nope, kill. Kill, then fish. Cool, thank you. Bygat's too high level. Yeah, so just fish. Actually, that's a decent amount of coins. Actually, how many coins is it? Yeah, 1k I'll take. Woo, Desert Soul. I'm definitely gonna be able to get. Yep, definitely gonna have access to Desert Soul very soon. Definitely don't have like all of like Wall Gothic Sleeps and Prefinis and all that other fun stuff before we get to Minifoss. Need to kill anything? Honestly, do I care enough to deal with that spike room and with actually the shades are actually really weak. What's the spike room? Hey there! Good evening to you as well. Again, just like it actually like just says like once you walk over them now, it's not like back when like you were doing multiplayer and it's like you'd see a room like this and it'd be like a few spikes up and it's like you don't know actually which ones have been proven to be safe. Come on, let me through. Is that fish we care about? Yes, that is fish we care about. Is that coin we care about? No. Don't know what to say, so I'm just gonna start doing some weird dumb singing stuff because I am awkward. Okay, so what do I have to do here? That is mining. I don't actually know if we had the mining roll to do that. I don't know if we tried. Don't really feel like doing that many shades. Nice. So there's a door next to the home, and there's a door next to that one we couldn't do because that's 55 prayer. So we'll check the door next to home. Oops, it did not. Well, I guess we're teleporting to there. Alright. '97 prayer. I mean, I wish I had 97 prayer, but no, that will not be happening today. Alright, this one isn't amazing, but it's one of the better ones, better floors we've had. Woo, 31. Okay, so that's what we need. That's one of the requirements for Lost City. So we're gonna head out of here and probably just do like chop some oak trees until oak and then willow until we're actually 36. Whatchamacallit? Hey, bunch of stuff we don't care about. I mean, great to like make some of that silver jewelry is nice. I need to actually look up what all the sort of silver jewelry does so we can turn it all into thing. Oh, exciting! Everyone loves Underground Pass. It's like everyone's favorite quest. Ooh, and some extra stuff that we don't really care about. Alright. Sweet. Let's just grab Bank Standing. And, where's a good place for oak? I don't actually remember where, like, good oak locations are. I know, like, Grand Tree. But Grand Tree is super far away and we don't have access to that. I think Sears has some like Sears and Catherby have some decent oak oak spots. Oh yeah. Oak, oak, oak. Yeah, okay. There's the oak spot. And now we just need 36 wood cutting. So we'll do this till 30 and then we'll probably head to Draenor and go from willows from there. While I'm at that, I'm going to look up silver jewelry. And which ones actually have, things I care about. Okay, so ring of metamorphosis, don't care about that. Ring of respawn doesn't have anywhere I care about. Sears is fine. I mean, I'm not huge about on Sears. Like, I don't have any really nostalgia for Sears, not gonna lie. Okay, so Feather-fingered. Don't care. Okay, Traveler's Necklace I know is good. Because that one is nice for getting Necronium. Or one of the ores. And also the outpost isn't bad for some quests. And yeah. Okay, so that's Jade. And stuff that I don't care. The enlightenment is okay. Desert Bandit Camp is actually kind of useful, I guess, until you have Desert Treasure done. Actually, I actually don't know when Desert Treasure is. Is that 2002? Tourist Trap. I feel like I'm past it now. Oh, here it is. 2005. Yeah, okay, so Desert Treasure is a long way away. It's kind of funny because it's like Desert Treasure you always consider to be one of those like oh yes, Desert Treasure is one of like the classic early quests, but actually it was pretty far along. Like it was not actually that long before like OSRS started. I think it just had that footprint so high. It has just had such a huge footprint in the game that like it's Okay, so there actually isn't. Okay, so there's just a few teleport things that I actually care about for True Silver, not that much. Alright, train woodcutting. It's exciting. How do I make this interesting? I don't know. Normally when I'm doing this, I would do something like watch YouTube or watch someone stream. So I'm just like, this is kind of like I don't stream that much RuneScape. Like, or do like a picture in picture of me training woodcutting while playing Arena, but I think I also kind of need the second stream for like actual like stuff that cares about streaming. So it's like I need like a third screen if I get to do something like that. Honestly, I could use 3 screens for streaming. Like, especially once I start doing some streaming, some coding stuff. Like, I'll definitely want 3 screens because it's like I want 3 screens for coding normally. Like, not even counting all the streaming stuff for it as well. Yeah, let's just actually grab that. Yeah, we could like run around to there, but it feels like just easier just to like stay here and just like chop, chop, chop. Using missile right now? Yeah. It's weird that I haven't even like trained woodcutting. Cause like woodcutting is like it's like yeah, of course you will have like 30 woodcutting. Like why who wouldn't like just do like get your woodcutting up early? It's like nope, did not do woodcutting. Like something's being low, like rune crafting, hunter. You have to go out of your way to get that. But like woodcutting, like surely you should have decent woodcutting. Nope. Ooh, bird nest, bird nest, bird nest. Oh, I'll get rid of that and figure out the bird nest. Yeah, I'll drink for let's look at this later. Why am I so red? I just like I haven't been looking at my OBS and I'm just like why am I okay, where's my white balance? Like I don't mind like having a bit warm temperature, but that was like way too warm. There we go. That's better. Okay. Alright, so we're okay. What do we need this for this? So we need fire and air runes, and we're gonna need to kill some spiders to get like be able to make the wand and stuff, and some thread. Yeah. Okay. Sounds easy enough. Woo! Next level woodcutting. Yeah, I really want to get the 10 plus cape, but I'm like, I need to do like some Slayer or something, just get the charms for summoning, because it's like everything else I can get, and that's not an issue to get the 10 plus cape, but it's like summoning is the issue, I just don't have the stuff for it, because I have not been training on creatures. Like, and Wolf Whistle isn't until like 2008, I think. Yeah, 2008. So I'll get the bonus there. Like, I'll be training like something before then, but the early like leg up that you get from Wolf Whistle won't be there. I'm trying to think of things to talk about. Like, okay, so other things like that's runecrafting. Literally, I just have to go to the runespan for like 5 minutes, and I'll get 10 runecrafting. Construction, I don't even have a house built, but it's like I could. Granted, getting the planks is gonna be a lot more annoying without like the sawmill and Taverley. Thieving, yeah, just gotta pickpocket some people. Fletching, you literally have not done fletching. Hunter is just gotta go to the place with things, the Vinesweeper, and feed the rabbits, and that is like the best way to get like 20 or something Hunter. And farming, I just have not done farming. I should really do farming and like get Playroom Farm, because even with the nerf, like it's still very good. And then summoning, which is the actual problem. Because I just really love how the milestone capes look. I'll just wait for this to pause these in. Well, I mean, like, here's the thing, like, for agility, like, at least, like, the early levels, like, I don't actually think I need agility, like, I think the first time I, like, actually need agility will be Underground Pass, which is annoying, but I'll get, like, a fair amount there, like, to get that stuff here, and, like, I'll suffer, and I'll just, like, put on Netflix while I do, like, preparing Outpost, because I don't have access to any of the good methods. Honestly, part of me is relieved that I don't have to, like, I have an excuse to not do penguins, because it's like Clockwork Penguins, objectively good for what they're doing, but at the same time, goodness, is it just a pain in the butt on my hands to do. Hey there, Emma, how's it going? And like having the excuse of like, okay, wait, I literally can't do it, don't have to do it, will be kind of nice. Oh, cool. Hey, yeah. Oh, my sister's actually currently in France. Actually, I think that's a lie. I think she's currently actually this weekend in London, but she's currently on a study abroad in France, in Paris. But she's been sending me pictures from London lately. And by lately, I mean today and yesterday. Oh, another bird nest. Woo, 28! Come on, we got there. Just 8 more levels to go. Can you get the woodcutting elite outfit in yet? Because were they saying they were gonna be adding that soon? Did they actually ever do that? I guess we can check if we look at level 70, I believe. Oh yeah, okay, can't think. Okay, so they did add that in. Alright, cool. Where do you get the blueprint for that? Okay, you're actually okay, cool. Alright, interesting. Alright, so no. Okay, and it was added in June. Okay, so that explains why I didn't know it, because I stopped about like shortly after Dino Island came out. Actually, was that already happened? I'm very sorry. Oh, no worries whatsoever. Okay, so okay, come on, get in there. Yeah, I need to get like a better like routine for like, okay, how am I gonna like fill the airways when I'm like doing scaling? Because like this is like pretty like this is like right here. It's like a lot of RuneScape I just don't end up streaming unless I'm doing things like questing or clues and stuff like that. But like normally I just choose to do a different quest. But we're kind of stuck doing this quest with this session. Yeah. Alright, that is 29 we're getting. Okay, one more we can switch to Draenor. We can go to Spooky Town. But not like the spookiest town, because those probably like Canifis, maybe? I don't know. Vote now. What's spookier, Draenor or Canifis? Like, Draenor's just kind of like, oh, it's dark and stuff, but like the only spooky thing about it is like Count Draenor, and that is it. Like, there's nothing else that's like remotely spooky besides like its environment. Like, I guess like Death's place is there, but it's like, it's just the lighting. Like, otherwise it's just like a quiet little town. The thing is, I actually probably will need some normal logs just to train my fletching up. But I don't do that. But yeah, chopping normal logs is so annoying. I also need to design what my house is gonna look like. Like I'm not sure. Like I have a go-to, which if I think I just switch over to just. Do I have one that's just like my left screen? I don't actually know if I just have one that is my left screen on here. Good. Okay, let's just switch over. Let's just like. All we're doing. I don't know if we're of it, but essentially, like, do I normally like do kind of like something that's like a central courtyard. All right, night. Yeah, it is. Thanks for stopping by, and I think we missed the bird nest. Oh no, we didn't. We did not miss the bird nest. Sweet. But essentially, like, kind of like what I do is like I come to the center and like have like a kind of like a central courtyard and like, kind of build it around that. Or do I want to have more of like a actual like freestanding house? Or do I even just like not even care? Because let's be honest, they're going to be changing. Like, construction overhaul is like on their long term list. So it's like, should I even bother? I need to go to Draenor now. Right, we need 36, yes. Nope, don't want to fish. I want to chop trees. And it'll get faster next level, because next level we get the next tier of hatchet. And I just have a rune hatchet in my pouch, so it just will automatically upgrade to adamant when it's ready. Oh, I remember the long days of chopping willows back in like the 2009 era, like back when I was like playing free play, just like sit at Draenor and like rimming, or I would even go to like Remington Willows because it was less crowded, because I just wanted it for fire making, and this like making the line, like there's a convenient place in Remington to like make fire lines right next to the willows, and just kind of like sitting there and killing time. Oh, another bird. We're doing good on the bird's nest front. Like, okay, granted that's another ring one, not a seed, but and granted bird nests are a lot less important nowadays, just because it's like, oh, I mean, even like I guess with their trees become a bit more important with the player-owned farm nerf, but nonetheless, I need to do some like good old-fashioned like bunny massacre to get like relic and cream. Relic and cream rabbits. Chop, chop. Get those willows. Alright, I'm actually gonna be right back. I'm going to go be bad and go grab some candy from the Halloween bowl. So I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm just gotta get through it all. Oh hey, we switched to adamant hatchet. Cool, sweet. Like, 5 more levels. Let's go. We got this. And then we can go kill a dryad for really no reason. Like, it's just like, okay, we want to get to Xanaris, but like, we just murder this tree spirit for no, like, for just like our own like selfish reasons. It's like, that's not reasonable. Why would we do that? That's mean. No. This is one of the things I'm saying. We're like, yeah, Tradar and like Port Sarim has been like always closed, but like way back when this was as far as that you got, like it was like really restrictive like view angles and like everything wasn't as big, like they felt decently apart. But now it's like these are the same city. Like things need to be spread out a bit more, and I understand like that's completely unfeasible when it comes to actually like doing that, like spreading things out, but also like I feel like Runescape would just benefit with like more areas of like actual like kind of like nothingness, like actual kind of like wilderness. That's one thing I really actually appreciate about Dino Island is actually there's like lots of like good little pockets of like actually let's make a detour to go to Dino Island and check my resources. There's nice little pockets of like, okay, there's no like immediate activities go here, but it's like, okay, well, there's maybe some resources, but like nothing like too there, but it's just kind of like quiet and relaxed and great, and you don't really get those like wilderness stuff, like even like stuff that's supposed to be like way out there, like Braxton Falls and stuff like that. It's just so dense in terms of like everything that's going on there. Let's upgrade the storehouse. Next one I want is definitely sleeping quarters, so wood, leaves, and belts. So let's because getting more workers is good, because that increases the amount of they can grab the resources, which is then increases everything else, so that's really what we should do first. No, stop, don't fish. Cut trees, that's what we want. We want trees. We don't need shrimp. Oh, okay. How's my lighting? Because I know the lighting from the window has gone down, so lighting here is a bit poor. So let's bring you out. Fish flingers. I need to start actually being good at doing fish flingers, because A, fish flingers is fun, and B, I don't have the outfit, and I want to get that fishing outfit. That is decent fishing XP. Thing is, I hate this. Like, it's like I live in the Pacific Northwest, and like there's so many like one of the things that's great about like just like this neighborhood. It's like this like suburb, but it's like there's so many trees everywhere, like these, like our house, like, has these giant pine trees and stuff in the yard and things like that. And these people move in here to the neighborhood and just, like, immediately just, like, okay, let's cut down these, like 10 or so, like, 100-year-old pine trees, because it's like, we just want a lawn. I'm like, no, you don't, these trees are far older than you are. Don't you dare chop them down. Like, I understand to an extent, like, being like, okay, yeah, we need to, like, yes, there are areas that we need to, like, actually chop down trees, like, to use to build stuff, but it's like, this is literally just for your own vanity. It's like, we have these absolutely gorgeous, like, tall trees and, like, partially shaded areas, like, you can, like, easily put in, like, ferns and stuff like that and, like, make it actually look like the region that you're living in. But no, we just want to cut down all the trees and replace it with a plain grass lawn that looks bland and boring and really dumb. Hi, I get very angry about trees. Oh. Goodness. Keep chopping down trees. Let's do this. Yeah, I would do fish fingers, but I just really want to get this done to get the quest done. If I was doing this on my own, I'd definitely just do fish fingers right now. But not right now. Oh, and for wood cuttings, I won't even have Acadias to do. Probably gonna end up doing, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Arctic pines? I don't know. Oh, I got very bright. That's not how... I don't need to be that bright exposure. You can go down now. That's better. Come on. Not that far away. 4 levels go. I know, I could set a level target, but I don't know. I feel like level targets make the thing, like, it's just like, okay, we're watching, like, the total amount there, and it's like, I feel like it just goes slower when you actually, like, have level targets set. Like, unless you need a reminder of, like, what level you're going for. But it's like, I have it pulled up on the other screen here. Woo! 33. 3 levels to go. Okay, and we can do Velocity. Okay, let's make sure, like, okay, is there any other? So Velocity, not a problem. Witch's House, yeah, that's not a problem. Merlin's Crystal, no requirements. Hero's Quest, that, I'll probably get through here and then, like, probably end the stream right before Hero's Quest. Because, like, that one, it's like a 56 quest points. Okay, we'll have that. Level 25 Herblore. That we could I probably have the stuff to do it, and I can just go to Chaos Druids for a few times to get that. And the fishing cooking here isn't that far away, but it's like that's just some grinding that I don't want to do that much. Bar Crawl isn't that bad. Scorpion Catcher needing 31 prayer, that actually is an issue. I'll just have to be good about doing my Nemi Forest for a few days. And that's probably going to be like kind of like, okay, let's stop and like work on some of the requirements while we wait to get up to Scorpion Catcher. Family Crest, 15 magic, I just need to do some Slayer. I'll probably do that while waiting for, like, my other stuff to go on. And 40 crafting is just some more dungeoneering. Tribal Totem is 21 thieving, but that just because I literally have not trained thieving, that shouldn't be an issue. Fishing contest real fast. Monk's Friend is also super fast. Temple of Ikov, 42 thieving, that's getting up there. That's a little bit more annoying, but definitely can do. Clock Tower not an issue. Holy Grail already got that. Trino Village not a problem. Fight Arena not a problem. Ezil Cult not a problem. No. 30 fire making. Okay, I just gotta sit down. Okay, that's 2 levels away. That's not a problem. Waterfall Quest is more, gives you more than it takes. Biohazard is fine. And the Grand Tree. 25 agility, which I think we get from tree. Like, do we get agility XP? No, we don't. Alright, so I'll just need to sit down and do some agility. So it's like, I think the main thing that's going to be an issue is going to be 42 thieving for Temple of Ikov. I mean, after this. Yeah, there's a few things for, like the 59 magic's annoying, but, like, not an issue. But it's like, I think the thieving is just going to be the main requirement I have to do the 2002 quests. 2003 is, I believe, isn't that bad. Yeah, we'll already have that. That won't be an issue. Observatory is not an issue. Tourist trap isn't an issue. No. Okay. And 2003 isn't an issue until we get to Legends quest, which is a lot. And that's pretty much the only main problem with Legends quest. I mean, that said, 2003 also does have Underground Pass, which will be very annoying. There's our moment sleep, sorry. Yeah, no, this is like definitely just one of those relaxed times when I'm trying to fill up the space, but yeah. Alrighty, have a good night. Sleep well. And that is 34. 2 levels to go, so not that far away. Yay. Hey, doing all right. Came across some unexpected requirements for the next quest that we have to do, which is Lost City, which we had to get crafting and woodcutting, but woodcutting is coming along. We're almost there. We can jump right back into Lost City. Got Dragon Slayer done earlier today, and then like Druidic Ritual, which was like 2 seconds after that. But yeah. Into the 2002 quests. Have you been playing long? I mean, I've been playing the game a long time. This character is like 4 days old. I've been playing for like over 10 years. I believe I started 2008, maybe 2009. But honestly, for that reason, like that's kind of like, it's like, I know it's a little bit later than like a lot of people started playing. It's also kind of like why like old school doesn't really appeal to me, because it is based off an era that I didn't know, because I came to the game after it came out, like after like what that era was. Have I had a max account? No, but I have some near maxed accounts that it's like, yeah, if I spent like a couple months, it could max, but I didn't bother with it. Maxing just isn't really appeal to me. It's kind of like, I'll do what I want to do, but I'm not going to go out of my way to do things I don't want to do. My first account, I got pretty close to maxing, and then I stopped playing it, and I came back later, and I did a little bit. Then I have a Hardcore Iron Man, which the main goal was untrimmed Hardcore Iron Man Slayer, and I got that untrimmed Slayer cape, and then I have like my new kind of like main that isn't max by any means, but is, it's kind of there. Any rares or big cash? No. Like on my main account, like Sleepy Lily, it's like I don't do like do a lot of PvE or stuff, and it's like I think it's like I kind of play RuneScape largely. It's kind of like an idle game where it's like, hey, it's this thing I do in the background while like doing like things like programming or like working on commissions and things like that. So it's like, yeah, and it's like if I'm going to be playing actively, I want to be doing things like quests and things like that. So, no. It's like, yeah, like on Sleepy Lily, it's like I have a decent amount of cash, decent amount of, like, it's just like, it's something insane. It's like, oh look, I got like a few hundred mil liquid, and then I spent most of the rest of it into my skills and things like that. So, listen, maxing is very cheap nowadays. Like, I was surprised because like I started Sleepy Lily last year, and it's like I got pretty much close to most of the buyables, like pretty for pretty cheap. Like, the fact that there's some like it just blew my mind that there's some segments of herblore training that are like decent, good herblore training that like profits, and I'm like, what is this madness? Why is herblore profiting? But now I'm back on Iron Man, and honestly, I just enjoy the Iron Man experience a lot more. I do eventually want to get back and get into more PVM stuff, because it's like, I did like what was essentially like some like the stuff like I did like next pre EOC and stuff like that, but it's like I haven't like since the EOC I haven't really got into any of like the newer PVM stuff. Like I've done like God Bros Dungeon and Dagon Kings and stuff like that, but it's like nothing that is like really insane or anything. Hey, 35, one more level. Come on, we got this. Last level. Home stretch. We got this. Like 2,000 experience to go. Hi, I've run out of things to say. Goodness. What? Are there any other achievement diaries I can finish now? Yeah, exploration. I can do touch wearing easy. That's not bad. Freminic easy. sure. That sound doesn't really give me any useful. I should do the lumber tasks. And then Varic tasks, I guess, is somewhat... It's nice to be able to use the Algil smelter sometimes, I guess. What if, like, lumber's easy? Am I missing? Oh, 5 rune crafting. Okay, that's not an issue. Okay, so getting it easy done, and a medium, need 30 fire making, 50 crafting. Okay, okay. Oh, medium. Actually, we can almost do medium, and that gets us the cabbage ring, which is nice for farming. So if I want to just get that fire making, I might do that off camera. I'll probably do that after the stream. But just like clearing out and getting like the Explorer's Ring 3 would not be terrible. Excuse me. And the thing is, actually, the hard tasks are actually a lot easier now. That like, because the hardest part of like the hard tasks were honestly the smithing requirement, but because you had to make like something that required like it was like a mithril whatever. But now that mithril is like so much, they adjusted it into like being like mithrils like just need 30 smithing. It isn't as bad as well. But like 60 fire making, like it's not nothing, but it's not the end of the world. 57 rune crafting is trivial. 45 prayer, okay, that's a little bit decent. 59 magic, that's okay, that's decent. 50 crafting is fine. It's, I mean, just that's just some stuff, but it's like overall not that bad if we just want to finish Lumbridge. No. Yeah, but then Demonheim sets, it's fine. Don't actually. What is? I don't remember what the Demonheim early one does. Okay, the first boss isn't terrible, and the consequence, like the Demonheim early one is good. Also because the Demonheim tasks have the added benefit of the more tasks you have, even if like they don't, it increases the amount of starting gold you have. This should only a few more, and we can go to Lost City. So, okay, things we need. We want to go by Lumbridge, or we should probably just run that way, and kill some giant spiders, and figure out how much spiders like we need to get like the wand in the book. And we just need some air runes, and yeah, we could probably just do it. Honestly, we're nearby the start location anyway. So yeah, let's just like run over here, and Hi, I don't appreciate the tone. That's an awfully high amount of familiarity for a stranger. Okay, let's find these random people. Gotta talk to the warrior. Not these guys. I've been spending a lot of time here because that's where I trained all my combat. But talk to the warrior. Cool. Hello, Gostrava. And why are you here? Oh no. Look for Xanaris. Who's Xanaris? Okay, yeah, goodbye. Right, now you gotta find the leprechaun. That is not what I meant to do. Right, talk to you. Actually, I don't want to teleport. Don't thank you. You've got to find some giant spiders, which I think we can just go north to find. I think we have to go across the river now. I don't think there's actually here. I just want to get that achievement. Oh no, there's some giant spiders here. Alright, grab your spider silk. Right, how much do I need for... Okay, wand is 2, and logs. You are just 2. Okay, cool. So need 4. Alright, and let's get all cut and ready to go. Alright, and let's just deposit everything. I need some logs and some thread. Do we have thread? Yes, we do. Alright, so logs, thread, air runes, and probably just some food. Hey there, welcome. Welcome, welcome. And that should be good. Alright, cool. Now we can just go to Port Serum, and we're going to go to Atrana. Oh, don't mind me. I don't have weapons. I just have everything I need to build weapons. Oh, that requires 20 rune crafting? Oh. Well, okay. Well, then. No, I did not. Well, I mean, I just looked at the quest. I was like, oh, wait, no, I don't actually have this rune crafting level. Or in this wood cutting level. Oh, I did not realize that there's also a rune crafting requirement of 20. Alright, well, that takes, like... We're just starting it now. Yeah. Alright, well, one thing we can do really fast, because this takes no second. Let's just get 20 rune crafting. Because I need to get it anyway. And it does not take a whole lot of that long to do. Oh, cool. Yeah, I mean, like, I stream, occasionally. Like, I'm trying to, like, aim for, like, okay, I'll stream, like, once a week or so. And that's kind of my goal. Can I actually just grab this Mindstorm? Yeah, you can. Oh my goodness. It's so slow. When will we ever reach 20? Oh, wow. Brisbane Sisters is not terrible because well, I mean, I guess with the quest point drop, it's not as interesting more. But like early on in Iron Man, it was actually one of the best ways to get an early like tier 75 weapon for magic. Just something you just couldn't get. But now that there's the hybrid weapon from quest points, it's not as big of a deal. Yes, it is. It is an iron with the goal of every quest in chronological order. So we're waiting on Lost City because we just finished Dragon Slayer early on the stream, and then we're heading through 2002. Oh yeah, I know. I am great. That was like full 8 rune crafting. You'll only get this pro RuneScape action here. I'll tell you. Ooh, the whole 9 rune crafting. Yeah, like, RuneSpan just changed the thing. It's really a lot easier. That said, I do not mourn the old style because I've done 190 on the old style, and oh, that is not a fun time. I mean, they did a decent balance where it's if you want to do, you can do like Abyss from crafting in this one where in RS3 where it's like actually decent XP. It's like real solid XP, and it also profits, but it's like a lot more click intensive, and it was like this, like RuneSpan's like nice, it's AFK, it's like very low key, and it's not bad. I think we can go like south an island and actually get some more stuff. Yeah, let's go south a few islands. Yeah, because now we can start doing like Earth. Mud runes, because everyone makes mud runes. Everyone goes out of the way to make combination runes, right? Right? That's a mechanic that people do and care about. I mean, like, blood runes are, like, the one relevant one, because it's, like, they're used in, like, the super magic potions, but it's, like, that's it. Not super extreme. Hey, 14. I can do fire ones. Woo! So exciting. So amazing. Oh. Alright. Somehow runecrafting, come on. Let's get through this. Let's just get 20. Nope, go back to siphoning. Ooh, 15. Huzzah. The thing is, like, I actually didn't realize that the weapons actually had runecrafting requirements. Like, it's not like weird. You don't really see, like, crafting items having, like, those combination skill requirements that often. Usually when they're, like, one step. Like, sometimes they'll be, like, multi-step ones. But I don't really see that, which is interesting. Like, it makes sense. Like, I think runecrafting have a role in magic weapon creation. I think makes sense. But I also feel like one of those things where it's like crafting. It's like then it should just be only rune crafting in some ways. But I don't know. Or it should be like a fletching and rune crafting one. Come on, almost there. Wait, this just a drop for. And 17! Ooh, vines. Just what I wanted. Do-do. Alright, two more, we got this. And then we can do Lost City. Last one. We got this. Actually, there's a rock up there. Okay, now let's go murder a dryad, or whatever this thing is. Alright, room crafting detour is now over. Okay, let's grab you four, you, errands, food, and back to Etrata. Oh, still thread. Almost forgot thread. And now back to Etrata. And with our levels, I do not foresee us needing armor, but I might need my words, so who knows. Anyway, like, it is a lot of spider silk to, like, it's especially, do you want a full set of armor or do you want, like, food? And I kind of want food. Oh, nope, too far. Not going to the Ark. I'm going to Etrata. Alright, now let's make some illicit weapons. Okay, come on, de-aggro. I don't need to. Okay, de-aggroed. Alright, let's murder this tree spirit. Cool. I can craft this. Well, first let's grab this, the cinnamon for RFD. Cool. And now we have a dreaming staff. Let's go to Lumbridge, and let's go do that thing where you go to Xanaris. After this quest is Witch's house. I don't know what the song was, but we're doing it. Yeah. And sweet. Cool. And actually, it's also nice because we're actually not super far away from having the Slayer Master here. Yeah, let's head to the bank and work on Witch's House, which is real easy. Witch's House will go fast. We just need to grab some melee armor, and we'll be good to go. Alright, we'll put you in there. Your quest items, you go in there. You all go in there. You are in my... This is my to get rid of tab. Like, this is just like my junk. Like, okay, sell this or turn it into burial or whatever. Just get rid of it. Alright, so let's just grab just like our melee outfit because there is a little bit of fighting in this quest. And we'll keep you. And we'll grab a little bit of food. And let us head to Taverley. Hey, okay. And now I'm too short. You're a long way off of where you're supposed to be. Alright. Cool. We are gonna go get this guy's ball, I guess? Okay, kid. That's fine. Find a key. Grab the cheese. Grab some leather gloves. Open the gate, and we're going to go to the cupboard. We're going to search cupboard. And we head through here, and now it's just a classic stealth thing. We here, we gotta get the fountain, we come back here, and then we can lock the door, and we gotta do a fight. And then we go and, Oop, not that part. back on. Didn't do. And wow, such an amazingly difficult stealth section. Now we just gotta grab the ball, and we gotta kill some stuff. I just need a fresh prayer. It's like I don't know, like a lot of like the whole like witchcraft stuff here. Like they don't really go into like how does this really exist in the lore? Like they like okay with like the graphical overall they've like insinuated like oh she's obviously Zamorakian or whatever, but it's like they don't really talk about that in like the grand scheme of like what magic is, because it's like our it's just something that's just like it was like very much like an early RuneScape, but then just they haven't really explored it all or like expanded upon. Right, and we got that. And it is just easier to just teleport back. And after this, it will be Merlin's Crystal. And then after Merlin's Crystal, it is Hero's Quest, which we will not be doing today, because I have a few more requirements I got to do, and sweet. Alright, yeah. Alright, so next up we have. Right, so we need bread, bucket, insect repellent, and backbone. So if we go to Catherby, we can pick up the insect repellent. And again, we can get the bread when we head to Port Serum when we actually need the Port Serum. Oh, hey, there's a bucket. We need a bucket. Oh, and there's the forgot the insect repellent. That is in here. Actually, stand to grab two. Because one, to actually use in the quest. Actually, after we use in the quest, we'll add it to our tool belt. And now we just gotta go to Camelot. I do have to have him teleport, but I also don't have any law runes right now, and no one really sells it, and I haven't done Slayer, so like I haven't gotten one as a drop, and I don't have the runecrafting level because like we literally just did the runecrafting for it for 20 runecrafting just now. So yeah. This is this wild part of RuneScape lore where King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table are just here. And it's just like, this is like probably like the biggest like offender of just like the they were not thinking long term whatsoever about any sort of world building. And it's thing is, like, they can't just remove this because A, there's quests tied to it. They can't really reflavor it, like, in any meaningful way. I mean, also, like, other stories tied into it. Like, everything about Plague City is, like, kind of, like, the actions that the king are doing is in response to King Arthur coming here and, like, him being threatened about their kingdom and trying to strengthen their kingdom and whatnot. And, like... So it's like tied into like the elf storyline, which then like ties into everything else. The fact that it's like that goddamn King Arthur is here for some reason. Alright, let's go talk to Lancelot. Oh, there he is. I'm really sad that we didn't get more top-down stuff in Eldraine for, like, actual, like, like, King Arthur stuff. Because it's like, yeah, there was that, like, King Arthur bend, but it's like, not, it wasn't... There wasn't really any of, like, I know they specifically said, like, okay, so the bottom of designs are going to be more, like, the Arthurian stuff, and then, like, the top-down or, like, fairy tale stuff, but it's like... Some top-down, like, King Arthur stuff would be good. Like, yeah, questing beasts is good. Like, and, like, but that's, like, a decent reference. But it's, like, otherwise than that, it's just, like, yeah, it's there. We need to talk to you. We're gonna have a nice. I mean, you expect me to be impressed that this quest is so trivial and easy and not at all annoying. It's like the fact like this is distant here. It's like we move that far. Like this is like really has some issues with like spacing. Cool. And let's go get the bat bones that we need, which are just down. There's some bats right outside. I love because like this specific quest is why bats have different bones than every other creature. Like this is why. Also notably, like this is like some of the first quests like this side, because it's like everything in 2001 was all here, and it's like okay, we got Witch's Potion down in Tavali, and now we're actually on the other side of Whitefoot Mountain, like doing things like actually stuff here. Like this is kind of the introduction to what is Kandrin. Alright, now we'll talk to the candle maker. You make black candles. No. And we gotta get some wax. Oop, that's not what. Not want to grab you. And oops, don't want to drop, don't want to drop, don't want to drop, don't want to drop, don't want to drop. I want you in my inventory. Tool belt. There you go. Cool. Thank you. Now I gotta go to candle maker. Now we got a black candle, and now we can go to Deverly. I gotta speak to the lady of the lake. Alright, now I gotta go to Port Sarum, and we'll be... Alright, but we gotta go grab some bread. Which we can buy at the grocery store. You know the fact that we came here, got a job here, and then just left? Just like, don't worry about it. Cool. Now we have Excalibur. Now we got to go and grab an inscription from the Chaos Temple. Just cause then we gotta do this inscription and free Merlin. And now we gotta go to Camelot. Do. We don't really need armor anymore because we're done fighting. But run to the side and go up there and alright, and we can stand on the star, light the candle, drop the bat bones, and we gotta say Snarthon Candrix. Yeah. Alright, now I gotta go Shattered Merlin. Wood Excalibur. Actually, I actually think I need to have Excalibur. And now talk to King Arthur. And yeah, and that'll be it for this quest, and probably this for this stream. So thank you for hanging out. Like, this was fun. Like, just kind of like a casual quest one. I might do this like kind of regularly when like I'm at like at least early on when I, like there's like these like spurts of like lots of quests I can do in a row, and I'll just like off time like get the requirements and actually read the requirements so we're not stuck woodcutting for 5 hours. Yeah, we freed Merlin. Huzzah! Cool. But yeah, no. Oh, and we have 50 quest points, so I can go to May and check out, see what we get from that. Which is good because could use some more cash. But yeah. Thanks for coming, everyone. I really enjoyed it. This was like a fun little stream. Hey! Hey, Katsalesnia. How's it going? You literally caught me as I'm signing off the stream. Yep, claim all rewards. Yep. Cool. Yeah, no, we're just having some fun on RuneScape here. Yeah, I want those boots. I want those boots of trials. Thank you. Let's see what we get. Magic dice. Magic dice. Come on. We get black arm, black plate body, H5. Okay, cool. Hey there, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. No, this is a good stream. Hit 600 followers, that's cool. Got Dragon Slayer and a bunch of other quests done. So, next quest on the list is, of course, Hero's Quest, which I just got to do a little bit of like, okay, let's get that. Oh. Huh, it requires 56 quest points. And I only have 46. I need to do some research about what has been moved around, because technically, I think there's only one quest I know that we might have to do, and that is Death of Chivalry, because Black Knight Fortress had already come out. But I need to see if there's any other replacements, because I don't think that will get us, because we're short 10 quest point. Or, no, wait, no. Okay, we need to refresh it. Yeah, so we will need to do Black Knight, or Death of Chivalry, before we do that. We could just do that right now. Like, we did just get a bunch of new people. I mean, poutine is delicious. Like, I will not lie. There's only one place I really know that I can get it. Right here, that's Mox. Alright, so we'll put you away, don't need you. You're fine. Actually, you're going there. No, you're in there. Nah, I'll just, I'll do Death of Chivalry, man. Death of Chivalry is annoying. I don't want to do Death of Chivalry right now. But I think I'll just have to do Death of Chivalry, because, it was one of those situations where it's like, yes, you have to have every single, quest to start Hero's Quest. And actually, does Death of Chivalry give 4 quest points? That's the question. Death of Chivalry. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, like, for me, like, I don't know, to me, it's just like, oh, this is just a cool, like, game sort. It's like, not like, a lot of people are like, oh, this is amazing. I'm just like, yeah, it's my LGS. Oh, this only gives 3 quest points, so I need to figure out where that extra quest point comes from, because that's a problem. And see, because I can't think of any others that were, like, replaced, so I'll have to go through this and see what actually it is, because I think Death of Chivalry, and that's about it. Yeah, so I'll figure that out and get some of the requirements done. Yeah, poutine's delicious. Poutine's amazing. Okay, let me see if I know anyone that is currently live on Twitch. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. I know no one online. Oh, that isn't literally, Yeah, snow premieres are going away. You can stop doing that. Yeah, I think it's like, Mox is the closest. I'm sure. Okay, I'm going to close off the recording and then switch to more chat mode. So let's switch to a screen full face cam. Mox, okay, so closing off, signing off. Thanks for coming on YouTube. These are live. You can catch it twitch.tv/LutheRun. Yeah, you know, stuff.